I want to tell you a true story about a doctor who was dedicated to curing people, even willing to give his life for his work. In the area where he lived, he often had to walk to reach various places as his car couldn't go everywhere. One day, after working hard all day, he came home exhausted at midnight and fell asleep. At around 2 a.m., his phone rang. His wife answered the phone and was advising someone to use a cold compress instead of a hot one for their treatment. In that instant, his intuition told him that someone needed him, that some mother was calling out for help for her ailing daughter. He asked how serious the problem was and learned that the girl had a fever exceeding 104 degrees. He immediately got up, grabbed his bag, and set off on foot, knowing he had to walk a long way. On his way, he had to pass through a tunnel, and there, a man called out to him, "Doctor, do you have a match?" He stopped, put down his bag, lit a match, and helped the man light his cigarette while noticing the man's face before moving on. Later, on his way back after treating the girl, the same man called out again asking for matches. He paused, lit a match again for the man, and again, observed his face before continuing on his way. He reached home around 4 or 5 a.m. and finally got some sleep. The next morning at 7 a.m., he received a call from his officer, saying that they urgently needed him. One of their officers had been severely beaten and needed medical attention. The doctor rushed to treat his officer and afterward asked what had happened. They told him that a man had attacked the officer in the tunnel and had robbed him. The police had caught the culprit. The doctor requested to meet the accused, and upon visiting the jail, he was shocked to find that it was the same man to whom he had given matches the previous night. The doctor asked him, "I'm curious, I was also there. Why didn't you rob me?" The man replied, "I would have robbed you too, and I would have hurt you as well. But whenever you came to me, I felt you weren't alone, you were with someone else. I don't rob two people, only one." The crucial question he posed was, who was the other person? This story I am sharing is about a doctor from America who wrote it in his biography, highlighting that he had a power by his side, what we often refer to as a supreme power. He understood that something might happen to him, but because he was so passionate about his profession, he didn't realize that he had such protection. From that day onward, he believed that since he loved his work beyond his own life, some power was looking out for him. I want to remind you that your focus has become so materialistic that you may not believe in the concept of power or divine assistance. You might dismiss what others say about such powers. But that night, he was truly not alone. Something helped him.